Real opinions are back. That was so perfectly timed.
So, just to give you a little bit of context here, I had intended to play for you the medal ceremony song from Star Wars Episode 4, just as last year. However, I clicked the wrong link and got a nice little parody version of the throne room scene at the end of Episode 4.
The one time we let Chris produce, everything goes...
But today we are back for the second annual Reelies.
Yay, after the controversy of last year.
Oh yeah, it's going to get dark. Chris, you better not have fixed it again.
I'm so excited for Chris's results.
I've played it rather safe. No! Because I feel like I'm a kind of tenuous
Did you vote for
member.
Kingsman again?
No.
Actually,
no,
Ben, in all seriousness, I think I've done some things that might be quite Chris-esque.
Oh dear.
I struggled with some of the acting categories.
Wonderful. To be fair, so did I.
Yeah.
I struggled with supporting actress
I mean,
so much.
let's just say that Terminator Genesis does get its dues.
We were joking about this.
I'm so happy. I hope it's Alan Taylor. Is it Alan Taylor for Best Director?
Did you include the helicopter dive bomb scene
well, VFX,
somewhere in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Genesis has definitely got a fair look in.
Oh, Chris. Okay.
No, I'm just messing with you guys. I've actually taken it relatively
For those of us, thank you. For those of you out there that don't really know what we're going on about, the Reelies are our own version of the Oscars. So the Oscars were last week. We decided to do our own version of them this week because we're better than the Academy, apparently.
It'll be shorter.
We're more
It'll be way
diverse.
shorter.
Hopefully shorter, yeah.
Yes.
We are
There'll be
diverse.
lots of long comedy sketches that mean nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Are repetitive and are just never funny.
And
Although a couple of them were this time, but mostly not funny.
we will address the serious issues going on in the film industry today.
Every link between an award will be a lecture.
I'm excited. Who else is?
I'm raring to go.
I wasn't here for the Reelies last year, so this is...
You weren't?
Jack's
you
Reelies
weren't, yeah.
debut.
And now
but
James isn't here this year
James
either.
is absent, but we do
have
have
chatters.
his votes.
Yeah, we have chatters in.
Chatters in the studio. Yeah.
So Matt Clarson is kindly being the kind of like intern of the group here, slaving away, doing all the work for us. He's tossing up the scores of our nominations.
You can have a hair scrunchie if you want, Matt. As well.
So shouts out to Matt, the one doing some actual
I
work.
like
All the
I'm
work.
an intern.
Apart from James's, we haven't seen each other's.
Yeah.
I did see James's.
We
I saw James's as well.
None of our votes have been bought yet.
No,
No.
not yet. I didn't. I mean, I tried with Chris, but I couldn't get in touch with him this year, so I wasn't able to rig it again.
And I've put sanctions in place just in case.
I have got my phone on though, listeners at home. So if you do,
If you
want
wanna buy him,
really,
He's free.
get in touch with us at Real Opinions on Twitter. I'll be
They're
checking-
cheaper than you think. They're way cheaper than you think.
Yeah.
And I think it's about time we have our first award of the evening, of the afternoon, of the the day.
Dusk.
The dusk. Of
And,
the dusk.
because he calculated them.
Yeah.
We're allowing Matt to do this. This is an honour.
I am honoured,
We're
guys.
giving him airtime.
Right, so our first award is for visual effects.
Ooh.
The nominees are Fury Road, Star Wars, The Hallow, Ex Machina, and The Martian.
Oh, I'm so glad the Hallow made it into the nominees.
And it
Harrison
was
to me,
it was a close. It was close between the top two, but the winner is Star Wars for
Yeah.
visual effects.
Yeah.
I
It
can
should
kind
have
of
been.
understand that.
That was my pick. I don't know what
It was my number two.
Yeah.
Mad Max was my number one, but just purely because the visual effects are so seamless that you can't really tell.
That's what I was going to say about Star Wars, is that a lot of the time I couldn't tell what was practical and what was CGI.
Other
And
than,
what
you
was
know,
a
the
combination.
gigantic space.
Well, other than the things that couldn't be. That I would say Star Wars is a more consistently
I
brilliant.
guess so, yeah. And it's more like
Mad
it's a
Max is
film,
my second.
It's
I'm
a
not
film that
like-
hinges on special effects as well, and it does it really, really well.
I'm glad that the Hallow got in, just because
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
we're
That
Did you
wasn't
vote for
me.
the Hallow as well?
No.
Oh, that
It's
must have
just
been
you.
me then.
Yeah.
Because it must be like it's nice that we're kind of showing as well the smaller films that wouldn't get like the recognition.
Yeah, exactly.
In actual awards ceremonies.
Yeah, with this is one of the. I think this is like basically the only award where I picked basically the Oscar picks. I did pick the generic answers,
To be fair,
whereas the
with
rest
the
of the time.
technical ones, they usually get it right.
Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
think?
A lot of the time.
Yeah,
With special effects maybe.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I
I
don't
think
like,
editing as well. Sometimes
This
you get
year
some
they
good
did.
knobs.
This year.
Noms.
Knobs.
Still don't fully understand editing, to be honest.
Well, that's because you're a bad film student.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah. So second award would be for score. Right. So our first nomination is Sicario.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, it's scary.
It should be. Yeah, it's just because we got the mics on.
Okay.
That's unsettling.
The next nomination is Fury Road.
Really like
Our
that
next
one.
nomination, slightly different to those first two, is Inside Out. Our fourth nomination is, of course, Star Wars. And final nomination is The Hateful Eight. And the winner is Star Wars.
Ah.
Wasn't
I'm
expecting
William.
that one.
No, I wasn't either. I bet this is a case of. That's why I bet it's like everyone's second or
Yeah,
third.
it was my second.
It was my second too. I hit Fury Road. It was
Yeah,
mine.
me too.
Oh, wait, there was three.
Wait, maybe I didn't have Fury Road.
All right.
I can't remember. I have to look.
Maybe I did.
I feel bad for
now.
forgetting Inside Out, actually, because that is
Yeah, I
such a
feel bad
memorable
for it.
score, actually.
On the subject
It's a really
of-
strong theme.
It's really emotional.
On the subject
Yeah.
of the Fury Road one, that particular track is the one that I said to you. There's a track in Deadpool that sounds exactly the same.
Is that one?
Because it has that drumming.
Is it
And-
the same guy?
Yeah, it's
Junkie
Junkie
XL.
XL. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
the Batman Superman one.
Yeah,
as
he is,
well.
yeah. But that isn't. They're not drums. Well, they are drums, but that's all just on a keyboard.
Really?
That's just him pressing
Synthesized
the keyboard
drums,
going really fast on the keyboard. That's cool.
There's something
He basically
very-
plays up most of it. I mean, there's like a couple of tracks in it that are like orchestra, but nearly all of it's just him on a keyboard.
That's the great thing about the Mad Max one as well. It feels so kind of epic still, but it feels like a modern epic. I think that's what I like about Star Wars, the orchestra.
It is like I would say Star Wars should be the best one if it wasn't for the fact that most of the best tracks already existed before Star Wars,
Yeah,
before
that
the
is
Force
Yeah.
Awakens
Although
did.
Ray's theme is great.
Raises
Like,
and Kylo
really
Ren's
great.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
Awesome.
And the new ones are, I feel like the new themes, like Kylo Ren's and Rey's, even though we've said the previous ones are quite safe, obviously, because they're just variations, the new ones are very distinct.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean? They're
Particularly
not
Rey's.
retreading.
I mean, I think that I was saying this to, I can't remember, I think I was saying it to Jack, that the reason there are less like big moments that you remember for the music in this one is because, say, in the first Star Wars, you have those moments like where Luke's just standing looking at the sunset and it's entirely led by the music. In The Force Awakens, it's either action sequence or dialogue. There's not really many of those moments to just sort of like reflect
Contemplation,
and let the music take over. So I don't think like that is necessarily John Williams' fault. And regardless of whether anything's as memorable as before, it doesn't change the fact that it's really good. There's nothing bad in that score at all.
It's just what films are like nowadays. They're not as slow as they used to be, I think.
That's the thing with the Sicario one, is it's probably the most memorable because it's the one that gets just shots of nothing except the score playing. Right, okay, so I'm ready with our cinematography picks.
Woo!
So
Yeah.
give me a second to figure out which ones are actually the nominees from this list. Okay, I'm good. All right. So the nominees for best cinematography are Fury Road,
Ooh.
Sicario.
Ooh.
I wonder who nominated Sicario.
To be fair, I nominated Sicario.
Star Wars, Carol, and The Revenant. Okay. And the winner is The Revenant.
Oh,
Not
by
expect
quite
that.
a long way.
what a surprise. To be fair, it is really incredible.
It is
isn't
basically like The Revenant and Sicario were quite high, and then there are other things. Am I doing
I want to raise a point actually. I know Sicario's got a lot of praise from us. I did not think it had in. I mean, it was perfectly great. Cinematography. I know Roger Deakins. Very well respected. Did nothing for me in terms of cinematography.
Yeah, I
don't know.
agree. I think it's good
I'm just
cinematography.
interested. Yeah, it was good.
But
it didn't do it. It was conventional.
I don't want to be presumptuous on behalf of the people who are saying Sicario should win because I don't want to put words in their mouth. But I feel like they just wanted to win because Roger Deakins won. It's just
Sorry, James.
It's just a career Oscar, which I feel like The Revenant should have won. The Revenant was.
In terms of Roger Deakins' work, this isn't his best.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, and even with the same director, Prisoners was a much better,
Yeah.
cinematography-wise, much better film. Yeah,
And
Yeah, it's just Roger Deakins has been nominated a lot of times, so hasn't he won one rather than he deserves it
it
for this?
feels like if Roger Deakins wins a cinematography award, it should be something he does with the Coens as well. Because all of the stuff he does with them is so much better than almost everything else he does.
Exactly. Yeah.
But to clarify, let's just to talk about The Revenant for a bit.
Yeah, it's
it
great.
deserves it.
I can understand why it won the Oscar.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It just
stunning.
genuinely is.
Not just
What-
that, but it does crazy things with the camera that you never thought capable as well.
All right, we ready
One
for
review
editing?
I saw said it was just a brilliant advert for Canada. One long advert for Canada.
And that, yeah.
All right, I'm ready with editing.
Ooh,
So this is
editing.
best editing. We have John Wick,
I think no. I can't
Okay.
remember. Okay, keep going.
Star Wars,
Right.
The Big Short, Steve Jobs, and Fury Road.
Okay.
Does anyone want to hazard a guess which
I feel like I feel like Fury Road's gonna get it. But
the winner is by such an incredible margin? Fury Road.
yeah.
I'll be honest.
I struggled to think of a third one,
Yeah,
and that's
me
why
too.
John Wick's on it.
I struggled to think of a lot. I put John Wick either down for that one or cinematography. I can't remember which one. So
Well, you definitely didn't for editing because John Wick has one vote. and
Okay,
I-
that's you.
that was me, yeah.
But I mean, for this award and definitely for the Oscar, it was definitely only a race between
The Big Short.
Big
and
Short and
Fury.
Mad Max because it's
Yeah.
just the ones where the editing comes to the
Yeah,
forefront for moments.
definitely.
And like you said, it's kind of like with the score. It's with the Star Wars one. It's like it didn't have. The other films didn't have moments where the editing came into play, except for maybe Steve Jobs, but then again, that wasn't up to the same level.
same standard.
Yeah.
No.
So we have two more categories now. So the first one is animated film, and so
I wonder what's going to win this one.
the nominations are
Big Hero
Anomalisa,
6 will steal it again.
Inside Out, Big Hero 6,
Always waiting for the drama.
now the
I
microphone's
no.
broken. The Good Dinosaur, and Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah.
Wait, Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah, James. Sorry.
Oh yeah, James saw it, didn't he?
Who
That
voted
makes-
for Big Hero 6?
And
I put it on there just because I've seen so few animated films
It was
this year.
last year's
Harrison.
release.
Please refrain
Doesn't
from
matter.
shouting down the microphone. We don't want to deafen our two listeners.
And the winner is Big Inside Out. I wanted to just have like a second. I felt like Harrison just wanted to have a panic attack. No, Inside Out won.
Yeah, I kind of
Can't win
expected
two
it.
games in a row.
I could tell. I wanted him to react, but there was just pain in his eyes rather than any like auditory response.
so
It
Inside
seemed
Out
almost mean.
Yeah, Inside Out won. Yeah.
Are you okay, Harrison? Do you want to sit down?
Scared
You're already
the
sitting down.
hell
Do you want to take a breather?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, I'm fine.
If that helps, Big Hero 6 probably came second.
He did. Did
No,
it?
no,
No,
it
it didn't.
came third. This came
It
third.
came third.
Oh no, it came last.
Yeah, I was going to
Came
say.
last.
Because it wasn't
I'm-
out this year.
I'm
so
pretty sure.
should be disqualified on those grounds.
To be fair,
there, cheeky.
didn't someone vote for Ex Machina,
For
which
best
was in last
animated
year as well?
film.
Not animated film, but for one of the other
That's true,
categories.
actually.
Yeah.
Because Ex Machina was actually viable for last year's, wasn't it?
We're a total mess, guys. Never mind.
Yeah. All these eligibility rules. Yeah.
We know what's eligible in our minds.
It's
and
fine.
Right, next is director. So
Oh, we're doing
Ooh.
that now. Okay.
yeah,
Go for it.
Cool.
yeah. So we have J.J. Abrams, George Miller, Alejandro G. Inarritu.
Inarritu.
I'm so glad I didn't have to announce this.
Yeah, no, there's a worse one. Lenny Abrahamson and Denis Villeneuve.
Denise Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Denise Villeneuve.
We had a problem when we were doing the Sicario review. None of us could pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we were all very
Director
confused.
man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Deevy.
Cool.
and the winner just by a hair is George Miller. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
It's second, just just beating Alejandro out.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm glad George Miller got one award.
Yeah, I'm sure George Miller's watching this
he'll win
now and
another
going
one.
like, "Yay!"
I'm worried this is starting to turn out to be a bit of a two-horse race, basically just with Star Wars and Mad Max just mopping up.
But they are the two
They
best
are
films.
great films, yeah, I know.
This is why
I
we
know.
need you to be voting for Fury and
Logan Lerman.
putting spanners in the works.
So anyway, on to our next pair of categories. We are beginning with adapted screenplay, and our nominations for the award are
Cool.
Age of Ultron 2.
You
Age
mean
of Ultron
Avengers 2?
Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. Sorry.
I hope mine gets in.
Deadpool, Carol, Room, and Macbeth.
Cool.
So, the
Wait,
winner is...
was the Macbeth screenplay just the Shakespeare
No,
one, or did they change
changed
it?
things,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We did have a really in-depth conversation
did.
about the tweaks, didn't we? actually? Like, oh, yeah.
4.
So, the winner is Deadpool.
Yeah!
Good stuff, good stuff.
That
And
was
that's without
entirely
even my
me and you,
vote.
then.
This is probably the first award Deadpool has won as well.
That was entirely me and you, I take it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I put it as number 1.
Who
too.
Yeah.
who put Age of Ultron in?
I did.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Good for Deadpool.
Good stuff. Now on to original screenplay. Our nominees are Mistress America.
Yay!
I don't even know what that film is. I don't know if that film's a joke. I don't know if that film's serious. I don't know why it's there.
I wish Chris presented the Oscars.
Call me ignorant, but I have no idea what that is. Sicario. I know what that is.
Okay.
Spotlight, Ex Machina, and Inside Out.
Right.
And the award
Okay.
goes to Ex Machina. Woo!
Okay. Didn't it win last year?
I think
No.
he was nominated last year.
It was nominated.
Oh, never
last
mind.
year.
Well done, Ex Machina. Go on, Alex
what
Garland.
were you guys hoping for? Mistress America?
I was hoping for that.
I voted for that one. You guys should watch it. It's really good.
What is it?
It's a Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach film. Have you heard of Frances Ha? That one that
Yeah.
James always gets
Yeah.
angry at me for liking. It's like a spiritual sequel to that.
Oh, okay. Because in my mind, Mistress America just shouts out something a bit like Tangerine. to me.
No, it's nothing like Tangerine.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Oh, no.
It's not
Oh, okay.
that low, but,
It's more like a Woody Allen
It's
film
a
than
different
Tangerine.
kind
cool.
of pretentious.
Oh, okay.
Trying to say.
Yeah. Don't judge a film by its
I
title.
will fight you.
I'm surprised, Inside Out didn't end up.
That's
winning, just
that was
because,
Yeah.
like,
I take it this is the one that
It-
Matt put the deciding vote on.
No. It was close. Actually, in second was Spotlight, and then Inside Out.
Because I.
It was a tightly fought.
Oh, fair enough.
Tightly fought. It was a good. I think good nominees though in it, and
Yo.
We could-
Strap yourselves in and feel the cheese.
Yeah.
I'm kind of quite pleased
We
with
have
how
a
it's
little
going.
technical
cut to
way
the red
through.
carpet.
Yes, let's cut to Alex Zane. What does Alex Zane
Oh,
think
that
so far?
man. Who's wearing what?
No, so far it's going quite well, and like I know you were
Yeah.
saying that you thought it was going to be very Mad Max or Star Wars, but so far I
it's
think Star
diversified
Wars
a little
won
bit. Now we've
one.
got after editing
Has it?
SFX, VFX, score and
score.
And VFX
Oh,
is
yeah,
too.
sorry.
Score and
you're right,
VFX.
But it's been nominated for quite a lot.
Oh yeah, but
It's worthy of it.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
good.
of course, yeah.
And I feel nice putting Star Wars in more because we've left it off our best films of 2015.
One thing was I actually put it top of my cinematography category because I thought though
Who's
it's
my
quite
second. I think.
yeah I thought the cinematography in this
Really good.
new Star Wars was really good. Like even
too.
from like the opening shot, like that was such a good one.
One of
Like
my
with it
favourite-
blotting out the
Yeah, that one's really
that
good.
was one of the best
Yeah.
Star Wars openings ever because
I
you know
remember-
obviously the opening space shot is always big, but that was one of the
No,
best.
I know. There was one that I really like. I was talking to. It was one of the first things I said to Ben after seeing it because like you were waiting for me to see it for a
Yeah.
bit. And the first thing I said to him was, "I really like that shot where she's sledding down that."
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
told me
really
as
cool.
well.
and it's
A lot of Ray's intro shots are
Yeah.
great. The ones within the Star Destroyer, like great. There's so many really nicely composed shots in terms of framing and the stuff in them. Like
It's a real testament to a film that's set a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away as well. If like you believe that it's set in a long time ago in a galaxy
lot
far,
of that
far
has to
away.
do with the fact that you use like those real locations.
Yeah, it's incredible. It really pulls you into it. Right, we're into the top 5 now, the big 5. Actually, to be fair, we've already done director, which is the big 5. Supporting actor and supporting actress. Supporting actor, the nominees are, I'm quite proud of this first one, Adam Driver,
Yay!
Mark Rylance, Tom Hardy, Jacob Tremblay.
Is that Tom Hardy for The Revenant?
It doesn't say. I'm assuming
I
so.
think it's for
I put him down for Legend.
I did too, but I'm assuming that's leading.
And Benicio del Toro.
Cool.
completely forgot about
put-
Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah, me too,
Should've
actually.
nominated him.
I felt
put-
bad for.
I'm
I'm glad
Adam
you guys
Driver.
feel bad for forgetting.
I put Adam Driver as well. Right, the winner, by 2 points, is Tom Hardy.
That's good.
Go,
It's just
go on,
good.
Tom.
Is that for Revenant?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, it'll
assuming.
be for the Revenant.
No, pelts.
Oh, yeah, he's the main character, legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pelts.
I honestly couldn't understand what he was saying for the first 10, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
but I still thoroughly enjoyed his performance. Right, supporting actress.
Okay.
Good. So we've got Rooney Mara, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Alicia Vikander, Charlize Theron, and Kate Winslet.
Is that Alicia Vikander for Ex Machina? I'm
And the
presuming?
Danish girl, probably. Although James was the only one that saw
Oh,
the Danish
everyone
girl.
said Ex Machina.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
And the winner by a country mile is Alicia Vikander.
Okay.
Because let's be honest, she was the only whatever. I mean, she was in Man from U.N.C.L.E. as well. She
Yeah.
was probably my favourite part about the Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
She had
Considering.
3 good supporting roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So she's
last
put in
year
the
was her.
work.
Wasn't
So
she?
collectively, she deserves it.
Wasn't
maybe.
she
She
in
was in
Seventh
Seventh
Son?
Son.
Yeah.
That was awful, and she was awful in it.
Oh, fair enough.
But,
Okay.
but who can be blamed for being awful in that film? No one was the answer.
Is
That was
anyone
rhetorical.
is anyone good in that film?
No, I mean Ben Barnes is probably the best, and that's because Ben Barnes is so bland. Ben Barnes is beyond Charlie Hunnam bland that he cannot do anything bad. He is incapable of doing wrong because he's incapable of making an impression.
I have
He's
one problem
incapable
with
of
that.
anything.
No one is beyond Charlie Hunnam
No,
bad.
Benjamin Barnes really is because
No,
like,
he
describe
is. Coming from
Ben
me.
Barnes. What does Ben Barnes look like?
That's fair enough.
What has Ben Barnes been in? Name.
I get him. Is he the one from Dorian Gray?
Exactly. Is he the one?
Again,
in that
he's Prince
film?
Caspian.
Is that him as well?
Exactly. Exactly.
I get him mixed up with someone else. I think it's Taylor Kitsch. I get him mixed up with.
Exactly.
Does he look like Taylor Kitsch?
People, Taylor Kitsch is very good.
Yeah.
Taylor Kitsch is
He
probably a
looks like-
Brando. Right, okay, I'm gonna do best leading actress now.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is controversial because I put one of these in supporting actress, so we're having definition troubles.
Ooh.
So the nominees for best leading actress are Kate Blanchett,
Right.
yep, Emily Blunt,
Right.
Daisy Ridley,
Right.
Charlize Theron. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I would have put that in supporting as well.
That's what I did. Yeah, that's Mad Max.
That was me, and I'm justified.
I was
because
waiting
know-
for you
I
to
know-
do that.
I know it's controversial, but she says more. She does more than Tom Hardy.
Okay, fair
so,
enough.
Don't want to play sexist thing, okay? But why does Tom Hardy get lead
Just 'cause
actor
he's the main
over? She
character.
gets lead actor. A lot of people would argue it's.
I know a lot of people
Even
would.
George Miller would argue
I
that it's,
know.
the narrative is.
But the death of the author.
Furiosas.
The death
And-
of the author, Chris. He doesn't own the text.
Forgetting
He
about
doesn't
Roland Barthes.
He doesn't own it. The meaning
Throw in
is
the
for
Bart.
me to decide. I decide what it means, not anyone else.
Well, so am I. I'm deciding that she is a lead
Alright, anyway.
actress.
Alright, sorry.
Okay.
Let me read the nominations again because I feel like people may have forgotten them already. So it's Kate Blanchett, Emily Blunt, Daisy Ridley, Charlize Theron, and Brie Larson.
Oh, Brie Larson as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and the winner by 1 vote, by
Ooh.
1 point, is Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Over Emily Blunt.
Yes.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Really, Emily?
Emily
Sicario.
Blunt second, yeah.
Okay.
How many people voted for Emily Blunt?
Emily,
I did.
Emily Blunt has 8 points. She was my number 1 as well.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't. She was my number 2, actually. Brie Larson has 9. His number 1 was, my number 1 was Daisy Ridley, because I was
Oh, you
struggling.
did put Daisy
I
Ridley.
was that guy, yeah.
I-
that was
I-
me.
I mean, I like.
To be
I
fair-
didn't like her acting
Yeah.
as much as I liked the film.
I I put something very strange for
Yeah.
leading actress.
What's that?
I put Britt Robertson for Tomorrowland.
No, I did too!
Really?
I did too!
Oh
She's
my
my number
God.
3! That's so
She
weird.
was my
That's
number
such a-
2.
That's like
Oh my
if
God.
that's like if other people picked Logan Lerman when I picked her. She was my number 3 as well.
So she got 4 points.
No, she got
She's
2.
not
Or
one.
she was my number 3. So
She was my
one
number
point.
2.
So she got.
She
Oh,
got
I
3
thought-
points. So
yeah.
actually, she would have the
Would've been
same
like a
amount.
joint nomination.
Yeah, she's a joint nomination with Daisy
There
Ridley.
you
I
go.
put her too.
Oh,
That's so
I'm
weird.
glad she got some recognition.
Okay, right. We're gonna go on to best actor now.
Oh.
Right, and the nominees for best actor, leading actor, are Michael Caine.
What?
Wait,
Tom-
James, was
What?
that you?
That is James. Yeah.
Yes, well, it has 2 points, so I'm assuming it has to be him.
Okay.
What?
For
Everyone's
youth.
For
Sorry,
youth.
For
Yeah.
youth.
For what
yeah,
film?
He confirms.
Youth.
You.
The film's called
Oh.
Youth. So Michael Caine, Tom Hardy for Legend,
Right.
Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool,
Okay.
and Shia LaBeouf for the Just Do It videos.
You put that, didn't you?
I should have voted for that. That was the best piece of contemporary art of the last year.
That was
easily.
me.
Don't forget hashtag all my movies.
But I think
And
just
the winner-
do it. Just do it.
And the winner,
If he wins,
The winner-
I'm gonna call.
Shia LaBeouf.
Are you
No,
joking?
It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Wait, hang on. I'm trying to think who
The
I put
Revenant.
down.
I put Shia LaBeouf. That's my number
I
one.
don't know if I put Leo. I think I put Ryan Reynolds as my number one.
Ryan Reynolds was my number 3, I think.
Yeah.
I put Leo as my number 3 because I know it's great he's got the Oscar now, but like it's just a shame when he gets an Oscar for a film that is not his best Oscar performance. But
Shia LaBeouf should have got it.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf should have got it. I mean, he's just pushing the boundaries.
I'm
he's
waiting
so
for the day.
consistent. You know, I just think in 50 years we're going to look back and everyone's going to be like, Shia LaBeouf, he knew what was going on.
That's another line for the Real Opinions
No,
Bible.
but I'll break this one down. It was Leonardo DiCaprio, and then again, as with leading actress, Tom Hardy was 1 point behind for Legend, so it was
I feel
very
like
close.
because Tom Hardy's performance in Legend was a lot different.
Actually, if
It was
I
a
didn't,
bit louder and
I
a
think
bit.
he would have won if I didn't put Shia LaBeouf. Because I
Oh.
put higher than Tom. Hardy.
You
Oh, okay.
again. You've ruined everything.
Should we get
Okay.
like a closing statement from James about this section?
Yes, and
before
then
we
we've
we
got
hang
best
up for this
film to go.
section?
Yeah.
So wait, what were your thoughts on the best actor?
Yeah, well deserved by Leo. I mean, even though I put Michael Caine in there, Michael Caine, Leo was very much number 1.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know why someone would want to see like an arty shot film of Michael Caine. I mean, like he's not that like I don't know, not the best subject matter for like an arty kind of film, but I don't know.
But he has been in lots of films, and the film was about him kind of looking
He has
back
got
on
one,
his
though.
life.
Hmm.
It worked.
Yeah,
What did he
definitely.
win his Oscar for?
I haven't seen it, of
Man Who
course, so
Became
my
a Star?
criticisms are purely superficial
Yes, exactly. Shut
and
your mouth.
unfounded.
Oh.
Matt, what
It's
were
only
the best
taken us
films?
100 years to get around that idea.
So the nominees for the best
Yeah,
film.
the nominees for the best film are Fury Road, Star Wars, Sicario, Inside Out, and Spotlight.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
I kind of.
Right, well, we'll do them one at a time before we.
I'm a little bit upset that my number 3 didn't get in
What
there,
was
but
your
I
number
didn't
3? Yeah, we
expect.
can say that now. What was it?
Avengers: Age of Ultron. But
I can't remember. What's the one I voted for? It's not, oh, The Revenant. Yeah, The Revenant.
Oh,
I-
the Revenant didn't. Isn't
No.
everyone liking it? Oh.
I'm glad it's not in Best Picture. It's a good.
Actually, I didn't
it's
vote
got
for
a
it.
lot of strong points,
No.
but I think as a whole, I don't know. Like Leo's great in it. Tom Hardy's great in it. The cinematography's good, but I don't know the plot.
Chris, didn't you say you fell asleep?
Yeah, I did fall asleep. Like there was a big bit after the first act, basically, where there was like where he's just
Jack's
kind
not
of
seen it,
trudging
so
around.
be careful.
No,
But
no,
yeah.
literally
Okay.
nothing happens.
Oh, right, okay.
There's a bit after
There's
the
nothing to
first act
spoil.
where There's nothing to spoil. He's just trudging around in the wasteland, like, and I know it's got to do that, but it does it for far too long, and it's too, like, yeah, it's a bit tiresome. And I guess you could make the argument that it's part of the pacing, that it's trying to wear you down and put you almost in his shoes and stuff like that. But it does a bit too successfully, arguably, because I fell asleep.
Well, now I remembered what I voted for. My 3 are in there. So,
Which 3 of those?
would you want me to? Because that might.
Actually, yeah.
It might help
I'm
either
trying to
way.
think.
Yeah.
What is?
But-
We've got Inside Out, Spotlight, Fury Road, Star Wars,
Sicario.
and Sicario.
The Revenant didn't get nominated.
The Revenant. No one voted for The Revenant.
No one voted for The
No,
Revenant.
It would have been my
Wonderful.
number 4.
My
I will, like, it was.
Mm.
It was my. It would have been my number 4. Should we talk about the 5 films that are nominated?
Okay.
Quickly. Yeah.
Okay, come on then. Go on
No,
then.
you
No,
start.
you go. Go on.
All right. I'll
Go
start
on.
with Mad Max.
Go on, Bossy
I'll
Boots.
start with Mad Max. It's
Okay.
very good.
It is very good. I actually I thought about it the other day. Mad Max is one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Like it's on my list of favorite films ever.
Yeah.
I think the struggle is, what have we not said about Mad Max
Yeah,
yet?
no,
this
that's
year,
what I was
basically?
thinking. I was just like, yeah, that's why I went. It's very good. We've
Yeah.
said this. Also,
So check out our other reviews and our other top 10
our
compilations.
several talks about
Many
Fury Road.
features
We all.
on the characters and everything else.
I mean, we all when we did. If you look back to our first review, I mean, we all had like slight problems with it in different aspects.
I think
of it,
me and Ben didn't
but-
actually.
No, I
No,
give it 10. I had
yeah.
zero
I
problems.
think me and Ben were the ones going. I have no problems with it because we're nerds.
Okay, well,
how we sounded.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, no, we did sound
on
like that.
James's behalf, but I feel like every time you watch it, you care about the things that bothered you a bit less, just because you enjoy the fun of it more. And it's definitely a film that, out of all the films that I've in this kind of Oscar season, it's the one that when they play the footage, I enjoy it the most.
Yeah,
it really blows you away.
Like you like sitting through like newsroom conversations and people locked up in rooms in Brooklyn, and then some footage from Fury Road would come up, and it was really like, look, explosions! I'm awake again. Star Wars.
I have very few bad things to say about Star Wars, if any.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just amazing, and it took me back into the mindset I had when I first watched Return of the Jedi.
I'm happy that we got Adam Driver and all.
Yeah, Adam Driver I think is
The best
because
part.
in terms of Star Wars, I mean the acting is really good in it, but you don't really necessarily need to be a great actor to pull a Star Wars film off, as Hayden Christensen kind of proved.
Well, he didn't pull it off.
Well, he didn't pull it off, but Revenge of the Sith is a watchable film.
It's definitely the best acted Star Wars film.
Yeah, and
Like-
Adam Driver gives it so many layers. It's like, you don't need to be this good. Thank you for being this good.
Now we'll move on to one that we know did seem to sort of divide people a little bit more. Out of all of them, I'd say it was possibly the most divisive, and that's Sicario. Because some of you didn't love it, and some of us loved it a lot.
I didn't love it. I really, really liked it, but I didn't love it.
I feel like this is me and James that have got Sicario in here.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a very strong film. I just thought that some of the things like cinematography, like I said earlier, I thought they were serviceable but not noteworthy. Like, what I think is noteworthy, obviously, is Emily Blunt. I mean, that's been reflected with her coming close second in that. And then also Benicio del Toro is great in it. He is such a presence. Every time he's on
I
screen,
think he should be
you are
nominated for
wincing.
supporting
You are
actor.
preparing for what he's going to do.
But then I didn't nominate him for supporting actor.
Yeah. Like, is a really strong film, really dark, gets across a lot of what it is. Really riveting. Yeah.
Jack?
I definitely agree with your point that I feel like it's a strong film. Like, that's the best way I'd say to describe it. In that I get why you and James really, really love it, but it's not something that I personally found that enjoyable in a way. I didn't dislike it, obviously, but I mean, I really liked it, and I thought this is a strong, well-made film, and that's the enjoyment I got.
That is literally my thoughts exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
jumping back in. Yeah.
Spotlight.
pretty much exactly the same as what we just said for
Same, but with
Sicario.
less of a thrill at any
Yeah,
point.
basically that. It's technically brilliant, but I don't feel like I want to watch it again. I don't really feel like I enjoyed watching it, but I admired it as a film, as a piece of filmmaking.
I'd definitely say I really admire the film, and then the script, and of course the story it's trying to say. Like, what I said to a lot of people, and why I don't think this one should win Best Picture, is because you don't need to see it in a cinema. It's not a film
that's a
that
good point.
you need to see in the cinema.
That's a very good point.
I've said to a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, should I go see it?" It's like, you can wait for it on DVD.
On
so
Netflix
it doesn't
or
deserve
something,
Best Picture
yeah.
on that grounds, but it's a great story. It's a really gripping narrative because of, what it's dealing with. You want them to bloody catch them at all times, from the outset. And then obviously you've got the point that the deeper they go in, the figures and the facts they find and the dirt they reveal just becomes more staggering and more kind of like, oh my God, what is wrong with the world kind of thing. And yeah, it's really revealing, and it's a great story to be told.
I think it's one of these films where it's become. I felt like everyone really just liked it, and then it started getting more critical praise, and then people kind of jumped on the bandwagon a bit with it. And it's one of those films that I feel like I've heard praise so much that it makes me want to dislike it. But to be honest, it's just I'd stick with what I said in our original review. It's just it's a 7 out of 10 film, and I don't feel any attachment to it in any way.
Jack, ever the hipster.
It's too popular, That's why I picked Star Wars.
Stupid Michael Keaton being all mainstream.
Yeah.
Finally, Inside Out.
I was a little bit surprised to see this one in Best Film.
Why?
I wasn't like upset, but I was
wasn't
just
me.
surprised. It wasn't you.
That's the thing. It wasn't me.
You were one of the
Did
people
you
that
not
gave
give
it the
it a
highest
nom?
mark.
Not this
No?
time.
No?
No.
If you didn't, who did?
Must be James. James must have put it really high.
Chris is checking his.
No, I didn't.
Jack, did you?
I honestly can't remember. But to be honest, I'd rank Inside Out, even though I did obviously I keep going on about it every time it brings up. I did slander it a bit whenever I've talked about it, but I'd rate it higher than Sicario and Spotlight. For
I think I definitely enjoyed it a lot more than Spotlight.
I think it's much better than Spotlight.
I think it's
It's a more enjoyable watch.
It's one of those films that I really loved it when I first came out, and since then I've liked it less and less. I feel like I should go back and watch it again, and it'll probably reignite my love for it. I don't know.
What, Inside Out?
Yeah.
I think Inside Out would wear on me the more I watched it. Mainly
Really?
because of, I've already said my problems with it. I think it doesn't. It's great and it's still fantastic as it is, but I still think it really missed out on a lot of its potential. Like I've said, by focusing the
Oh, the
narrative on
plot.
like internally, rather than giving us more just of their reactions. The emotions reactions to the human interactions that are going on. That's when it's at its best. When all the emotions are up
Should
there
be more
bickering
like
and
a
bouncing off
feature-length
each other.
React video.
Yeah, because there's online someone's cut together the story of I've forgotten the main Riley's story. Yeah, where it's all her scenes. And I think it comes like only 12 minutes or something. Wow. So you've only got 12 minutes.
Oh,
of,
so
like,
you just watch it without
the
emotions at all?
emotions. Yeah.
Huh.
So it would be cooler if.
Like, it sounds like girlhood, kind of. It's just growing up.
Oh yeah.
Why
yeah,
is
no,
girlhood
that's
not
not the
nominated?
strongest part because is a very. It has to be a very generic and easy story so that the complexity of what's going on inside can be better. It's just it's a shame that it wasn't more drawn out kind of integration into school thing because it it's basically 1 week long thing and it's hard to take it so credibly.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it had so much potential with it would be great to see how it evolved. I mean, if they did a sequel or something, you've just got such a volatile kind of emotional ground with teenage school things to explore. I think with Inside Out they could have done more, I feel, than just moving home homesick. They could have done so much more with the school environment.
what
you mean.
That's just me, but it's a great film and it's really
I can
enjoyable.
understand both arguments for why including more of the emotions and why, for instance, like you talking about more specific matters such as like the changing school stuff. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I feel like if they stuck with the emotions more in that, it would be easier to sell, obviously, but also in that it's more vague and it can kind of appeal
More
to
relatable.
anything for a kid rather and set a general message rather than like for specific moving home is scary and stuff
It's
like
such
that.
a huge concept as well.
Yeah.
There's always so many areas you can go into. So.
But I want to know what Matt wants
Oh yeah,
to
that's a
win.
good point, Matt. What would you?
What would you want?
Actually, I know what this would be.
Out of the nominations?
Yeah.
Or
Out of the nominations. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of these nominations.
okay, out of these nominations, I would probably plump for either Inside Out or Star Wars. I think it would be quite hard for me to pick
Cool.
between the two of those because I'm going to say this kind of quietly. I didn't like Fury Road as much as you guys did.
Okay, well,
it was-
there's obviously one that I didn't like quite as
Yeah,
much as everyone else
yeah.
on there too. So.
I wouldn't judge anyone for not liking Fury Road as long as they're still willing to admit it's a great film.
Matt, announce it. Let's
Yeah,
go for it.
The winner of best film for the Reelies for 2016 is Shiny and Chrome. It's Mad Max Fury Road.
Well, Terminator Genesis will get its dues. It'll be studied in all the film textbooks and stuff. It's just that you've got to play the long game. People right now, it's like Shia LaBeouf. You don't understand it now, but its artistic merit will live on.